I'm just here for the ride, sister. I'm a spouse sitting in for a sister.
Welcome to the Ugly Truth.
Ugh.
Your services are no longer needed.
That sounds like it.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, so really quick, for those who have listened for many a year and you're wondering when Stephanie's returning, she does want to return because I went to brunch with her over the weekend and saw her.
I thought you hate brunch.
I hate early.
Okay.
So she said, well, we should get together. We should do something. I go, well, you want to do like brunch on Sunday or something? And she said, I thought you hated brunch. I go, no, I hate early. She goes,
so breakfast
fair.
is actually worse for you than brunch, and brunch has options to be a little later.
The problem is most of my experiences with people who want to do brunch.
It's 9:30.
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning or 9:30 in the morning. That is not brunch. That's breakfast. That's early.
Heard.
Ridiculous. So it's like, I know there are morning people and they're like, 9:30, I'm almost ready for lunch by then. Well, congratulations. I'm not. I am not. I have done enough family ancestry to know that I come from royalty.
Yes, of course.
And we did not get up quickly with haste. We took our time. We did not rise with the sun. Okay? I was pale.
Your Native American name stands for does not get up early. Does not arise with the sun.
I don't know. All I know is that I was not born to toil nor rise early.
Got it.
And I have the genetic proof to prove it.
Word.
So there we have it. Anyway, my point is that we met for lunch at a ripe old 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And we were both on time, shockingly.
Weird.
I actually got there at 11:28, and I texted her and said, hey, I'm going to go in and get the table. And she texted me back. She goes, oh, I'm here. And we met. I'm like, oh, my God, hello. It had been a minute.
Yes.
And so I had got her a Christmas present and a birthday present because I hadn't seen her in a couple of months. And so we went in, and so the place we went, brunches from like 8 to 2 p.
Sure.
And then they close, they don't close, but then they stop serving, and then dinner's at 5. Yeah. So we go in at 11:30. We sit down. We got a booth, thank God. And so we sat down. We ordered bottle service, which was great. We ordered our brunch. Everything was fine. We did not stop talking for 3 solid hours. 3 solid hours. We talked about everything.
I hope you just kept ordering food or drink.
Well, no, but we tipped very, very well.
Good.
And so we had an awkward moment, of course.
No. The two of you together in public?
Yes.
What are the odds?
So we went.
Weird.
Finally, I said, hey, we've been here for 3 hours and the place is almost empty. And there were people there. There was some kind of party.
That was probably good that you were at the tail end of the brunch then.
Yes.
So it wasn't that big of a deal.
Exactly.
Got it.
And it never got slammed, like super crowded.
Sure.
So I said, hey, we should probably just go. She's like, oh, yeah. Plus her son wanted food and stuff. Yeah. So we're getting up and we're like, we have to do this more. This is insane. We have to try to do this more. I go, producer Daryl wants to know, producer Deb wants to know when you're ready to do a show. She goes, I'm ready to do a show. I go, you are? She is so recovering from a sickness, though she keeps coughing. So she can't talk and cough. So as soon as she's recovered, we're going to make it work.
Awesome.
But she is ready. It's been a year.
The seat is toasty, my friend.
No, I don't know if it's with regularity, but I know that she wants to do a show,
course.
and I think that would be amazing. And a lot of people have asked me, we're
Any
ready.
dose of Stephanie is a
We're
good
ready.
dose.
I'm ready. No offense.
No.
But anyway, it was
Doing
great.
my best here.
So we're like, we got to get out of here. So we get up and we're towards the back of the restaurant, and we get up and there's a door that says exit. I scanned. Nothing says silent alarm. Nothing says don't use this door. It says exit. So I push on it and I'm like, oh, it's kind of stuck. So I push real hard thinking, oh, the weather's been kind of bad. Maybe it was kind of swollen.
Did you set the alarm off?
No, but I pushed it open and I'm like, oh, that was kind of whatever. So I open it and it slams shut. I mean, like a vault shut hard.
Oh, what? Wait. After you got out?
After I got out, it was like, slam.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that was loud. So I'm like, anyway, let's do this again. Da, 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 da. We should just do the two of us. Da, 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 more often, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this very aggressive server shows up like out of a puff of smoke. She's like, hi. We're like, hi, were we not supposed to go out that door? She goes, honestly, none of us have ever been able to open the door before. We were shocked. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it scared us. And so we came out to see what that was. And she's like, was everything all right? We're like, yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, God. We literally have never been able to open it. I'm like, oh, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's so funny.
And, we thought we were in trouble. We're like, I'm sorry. Should we have not gone through there?
They wanted to come out and see what freak of nature was able to open the door.
And she's like, not necessarily, but, well, we're glad you had a good time. Thanks. Now, I think they were pissed that we stayed for so long, but we were there for 3 hours. That's a long time to be at a restaurant. But we weren't causing any problems, and we tipped really well.
And tip, it's
we
fine.
did eat, and we did, whatever.
And nobody was waiting.
Nobody was waiting.
They would have rushed you. They would have.
They would have probably said,
they would have
hey.
turned you. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, it was a great. But I was like, okay, well, I'll be honest. I used my big Mexican ass to open it. Oh yeah, because I went I did a little Selena. I did a little washing machine.
Amazing.
And got it open.
Love that for you.
It was really, I was a little taken aback because she was quite aggressive, but I think she was worried that someone happened, and she was like, what the fuck was that? They ran out there. She's like, oh my God.
Somebody open the door. The unopenable door.
The very loud women who wouldn't stop talking about everything in the back. Because we were, we try not to be loud,
No, I don't know.
But, and we are somewhat profane sometimes.
A little bit.
So anyway,
and the show does have a clean rating currently. I suspect it will go back to being
it would depend. Explicit. Sometimes Stephanie gets a little we really shouldn't be using profane language.
You know what? I have decided that an occasional profane drop is not worthy of making it explicit. I've decided after researching some podcasts and stuff. Yeah. So I don't mark you as explicit just for the occasional cuss word. Right. If it is deep, kind of adult subject matter, I think. Because, God, even the Marvel Universe dropped the word fuck in it. So it's it's not that big a deal. So.
Push the button, Greckin! Oh, wait, what? What did I just say?
She goes, okay, I pushed the button. What do I do now? Open the fucking door.
Oh, there you go.
That is the F word in all of MCU. That's just that one.
Anyway, it was so funny. I'm like, God, can anything just go smoothly? No. This is why I rarely am seen in public.
I also had brunch.
You did have brunch with our friends.
And it was weird.
It was?
Well, just because you weren't there.
Really?
Yeah,
am I the straw?
Well, what's funny, and I think Greg said something to you afterwards, but
what? Yeah,
first thing when I sat down, I started the conversation just so glad you guys could come, blah, blah, blah. I go, look, I just want to prepare you. I am not as funny, as talkative, as whatever, as Jamie is. And he's like, oh, shut up. We just did the whole thing, and we had a great time, and then we obviously came back here and and then knocked out 4 bottles of champagne over the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was like a Greek wedding here because you broke a wine glass that we just purchased.
Literally probably never used that one.
And I was like, okay, accidents happen.
Yeah, well, I know what happened is I was pulling a glass out, and this glass was the stem part was on top of it. So as I was pulling this glass, it tipped and rolled off the shelf, and that's what shattered it.
Anyway, so they're a brand new glass that's never been drunk out of, broken, shattered, and they're hand blown. I'm just saying. Second,
buy another one.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because it's too fragile for this home.
I'm just gonna buy one.
It's too fragile for this home.
That's fine.
Then we were on the 3rd bottle of champagne, and they decided to do a cheers. Opa! And all of a sudden, I hear this crack. And they're like, both of them were like, which one of us was it? Because they didn't know. And they had a full argument about
whose fault it
was. You're like, you did it. No, you did it. And I'm like, it doesn't matter who assaulted the glass, all right? The collision occurred.
It wasn't even. Well, what's funny is it didn't spill or anything.
There was just a crack
all the way through it.
And then you dumped the glass, and they're like, what did you do with the champagne?
I'm like,
I dumped it. There's glass in it.
There could be shards of glass in there.
Absolutely glass in that. And they're like, what a waste. I'm like, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good weekend. It was a good brunch day.
That was a very fun brunch day. But before that, we celebrated our other friend's birthday. We went on a
Saturday.
limo van with 11 of our closest friends. And
Yes. Well,
here's the thing.
11 total, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So 9 of our closest friends.
Yes, 9 of our closest family and friends.
Right. And it was the premise of these are always so fun.
Yeah.
And we usually go to Napa, but this time we decided to try Amador County because we'd never been.
It's closer.
There's a little booming winery circuit up there.
Yep.
They're making some good stuff. And so we went up to Amador County, Plymouth specifically. And I'm not going to call out the wineries. However, there is clearly a lacking of service up there. I don't know if they don't like large parties, but the wineries we went to, we walk in, they're like, oh yeah, there's your table. We're like, awesome, sit down. We had a server, we had a host. But they don't introduce themselves. They don't tell us what they're pouring. They just walk around like they're pouring glasses of water at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I even asked, I go, oh, well, what's this? Oh, that's our Grenache. I'm like, oh, great. Is this estate? Everything's estate. Walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So here's the problem. If you've ever done this, like if you've done a bachelorette party or if you've done some kind of birthday or even like a work thing, if the establishment that you're at, and you're usually, with a large party, you're usually assigned your own server or your own host.
Yep.
That person has to take command of the room. They have to.
Yep.
Lead us. Tell us what we're drinking. Explain to us everything so that we're listening to you. Because if you let adults, anybody, any group, if you leave them to their own devices, we broke up into discussion groups. People got up. They were walking out onto the patio. Someone fell asleep, for God's sake. Like, it was a little bit of a chaos. It was a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
So and then we leave. And it's like, fine. Luckily it was beautiful, but it's like they didn't try to get us to buy anything. They didn't offer us anything extra. It was just like, okay, bye. Like it was almost like they didn't want us there.
I have 3 rules for wine tasting, which I shared with you. You have to have great service, and then ideally both of these, but either a beautiful, scenic, amazing building and venue, and or good wines.
Right.
Those 3 things. The one that can't ever fall is the service. First, little defense. It was Valentine's Day.
I know.
So there is a little bit of that.
True.
We could have gotten the worst server of the day because we're in the big group as opposed to the regulars. But
that is true.
But
and
generally,
I did consider that. Like they're thinking they were going to get couples on.
But the reality is that you said exactly right. Big group. This is a tasting. You are presenting your wines to us. We are getting tiny sips. This is not bottle service. This is not a club. We are getting tiny sips of your wine on a flight that we have prepaid for. We showed up. We prepaid for 11 people. Showed up in a limo in a place where the average cost of wine is like $28. Like this is not Fancyville, and we clearly had money at this place. Not that it matters. The service should be good regardless, but in both places we went, you nailed it. They didn't take control to where they just go, okay, everybody, here's what we're doing today.
No.
We're going to do this. We're going to do that.
None of it.
They just stuck us in a room and never even
and poured us
I would say of the probably,
sips.
let's say we tasted, between the 2 wineries, let's say we tasted 10, maybe a dozen wines total.
Yeah.
I got more than a name of them 3 times.
Well, because you asked.
And it's because I asked that I even got that.
Here's the thing.
It was really
It's not just wineries. It's not wineries.
Yeah.
It's any service. If you go to a restaurant, if you go to any event where you have a large party, you have to have a host at the venue.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Wine is bougie for most people, but if you go to anything with a large party and you are assigned someone to take care of you, the understanding is you're going to spend a ton of money.
One would think.
And you're going to tip like hell because you're getting great service, and you're going to buy extra stuff, and you're going to be really pleasant because you're being taken care of. So the second winery, way worse. And by the way, Napa's not the only place we've gone to wine tasting. We've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not, even Elk Grove has nicer wineries than what we went to that day.
Yeah.
Service-wise.
Yes.
So we walk in, they put us in our own private room because we're a large party. It's fairly busy there. We get Tristan, who doesn't know how to dress himself, and he's clearly already angry that he got the large party, which is so crazy to me.
Drew the short straw.
For me, I would love that.
Yeah.
I would be like, Happy Valentine's Day. What are we doing today? Awesome. Let's go. These are the wines, you know, all the things. None of it. He's like, oh, we have. And
by the way, we asked. We didn't want to be left to our own devices. We were asking people,
yeah.
like, how's it? What is this? You know,
tell
us about the wines.
And he was mumbling, and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. He goes, it's Tristan. And I'm like, all right, fine, Tristan, you asshole. But what ultimately happened is we all were left to our own devices.
Yep.
And we had a couple of people who were not overserved, but were partaking of other items, like
of a gelatinous square,
like a gummy
substance
type of thing.
Yeah.
But they had a cornhole thing outside, and that person was out there with, unfortunately, you and her husband. So the guy comes in, and your brother goes, "Yes, we would like to buy a bottle of Barbera to share, and then we'll wrap it up."
We had finished the tasting.
Yeah, and he goes, "In good faith, I can't serve you people anymore." And we all were like, "Now imagine there's 11 of us, and only 3 are outside. The rest of us are inside talking." And we all looked at him like, "What?" And then he waves to the outside.
Yeah, because she was high and she was just laying there.
So I turn around and I look and I see your dumb face out there, and I'm like, oh, of course he's out there. I was like, I was not mad at you. It was just guilty by association.
I was drinking wine and doing my thing.
Just out there.
He was very clearly pointing at her.
So I got up and I said, I'm out of here. And so I come out and I'm like, we have to leave. We're being asked to leave.
I looked at you like, I'm sorry, what?
I said, we're being asked to leave. And you're like,
out?
Why? And I'm like, this. And so, and now let me tell you, it doesn't matter if I would have acted that way or not at a winery. We had to leave. Now, that's fine. But when you are asked to leave a place, regardless of how fair or unfair it is, I want my day to be over. I'm done. I'm like, I want this to end. This has been fun until now. I'm done. But here's the thing. I wasn't alone. Everybody felt it. Everybody felt it.
No.
So
we tried to maximize our time left in the limo, which was fun.
And let me tell you this. Do you know how desperate we were for any kind of buzz? We were drinking the Tang alcohol that was provided to us in the limo van.
You were.
I didn't.
I didn't touch that mango mimosa
They
shit.
were passing it around like hooch because they're like, someone open something. We have no booze because we couldn't even buy any. Yeah. So it's like we had nothing. It was a bummer that it ended like that. Yeah. And I just remember,
we've done many trips and had great times.
Oh my God.
This was an anomaly.
It was a weird thing. I mean, the wineries ruined it. And I came out of that winery and the driver, who was very freaking cool.
Yeah, he was good.
So we walk out. I walk out first and I'm like, walking out, you know. And he's like, what happened? Did you get kicked out? I'm like, yes. He goes, wait, what?
He was kidding.
He was like, really? And I go, yeah. And he goes, oh. And I'm like, fuck Amador. He goes, yeah, seriously? I'm just like, I got in that van. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Good night. And so anyway, however, always a fun story to tell.
Yeah.
Always laugh about it later.
Yeah.
And I wish nothing but bad things on Tristan. That dick, that stupid little penis. I'm so mad at him. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You just lost so much money.
You and your lip ring.
Yeah, that's right. He did have a lip ring. Nothing wrong with a lip ring, but you better rock it then. You know, rock that lip ring if you're going to do it, but you didn't. You look like you hadn't showered in days. So there you have it. Anyway, let's just move right on to the next thing that happened to me. I was banned on Reddit. Did I tell you this?
No.
You did it? I didn't tell you this?
No.
Okay. Well, I was banned for 3 days from Reddit.
What racial thing did you say?
I am not racist. I don't say things like that. Stop
what the hell gets you banned on Reddit? They take everything.
I said that. Someone asked a question, and I said, yes, I do think we should put pedophiles to death. And someone reported me, and I got banned. They said, you can't try to incite violence against groups of people. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay.
This shocks you?
I did not try to incite violence. I was answering a question. Somebody said, do you believe that pedophiles should be put to death? And I said, yes. And I got banned.
You probably didn't just say yes.
I did. I just said yes.
One word.
Yes.
Then how did the person that asked the question get banned?
I have no idea. Oh. All I know is I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Ban bait.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That is literally what I thought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did a pedophile post this? Like, what's happening? Like,
I've never commented on Reddit in my life, so I don't even have it. So I don't know how it works.
I have been warned. Well, I've been warned, but I've never been banned before. And so it was like, yeah, I've been warned. They're like, you cannot try to hurt someone's feeling, or something. But
well, there's a code of ethics in these things.
of course there is. And every subreddit is different, by the way. Every subreddit has their moderators and they have their rules, and I've never really had a problem. But this was a form that I'd never seen before, and it popped up on right on the front of my For You page, and so it said, do you think? And I said, yeah. And I left it at that, went about my week or whatever, logged on, and they're like, you've been banned for 3 days. You can debate it if you want. And I'm like, what did I get banned for? Literally had no idea. So I went to the thing and I clicked on it and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And then at the bottom it says these bans are AI run. So like they use an AI generator to decide.
Yeah. They do that a lot of social media. They don't.
I know.
They use
so what they're
different
saying
words
is,
for death.
What they're saying is that a human being didn't report it and a moderator didn't report it.
Yeah,
so this was Reddit, just saw it and went, no. And so I obviously tried to fight it. Not that I cared about the 3 days, but I'm like, well, I mean, I'm going to at least, rally back and say, yo, I just answered a philosophical question about morality. And that's it. I didn't incite anything. I didn't say, hey, grab your pitchforks, guys. Let's go find our local predators. Like none of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so nobody listened to me, and so I was banned for 3 days. And then I log in. Today was my free day. I was finally free of the shackles of the ban. And I go on, and I'm like, oh, finally, no more red line. You can't even like anything. You can't do anything. You can just look. And so finally, I log in. Very first post, I shit you not, should pedophiles be put to death? It was at the top. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So I replied.
Oh. Maybe. What'd you say? Maybe this time?
No, I said I was honest and got banned for my answer. And that's all I said. And I left it at that. But
ban bait.
I think I don't know what the hell that was. I was like, did I get scammed? I was so pissed. I was like, God, I never fall for anything. And I didn't think answering yes was really being scammed, but whatever.
Sure.
I stand by my statement, by the way.
Of course.
Also, my mom got scammed again.
Oh, right.
She did, but she didn't fall for it this time, thank goodness. She texted me and she goes, hey, I got a phone call from quote unquote Tyler, my son, saying he was in an accident and he needed help. Is he okay? Are you guys all right? And she was so sure that it wasn't a scam that she texted me instead of calling me. Also, she knew I probably wouldn't answer. And so I said, everyone's fine. Tyler's chilling. He's healing, doing his thing. And she's like, okay, that's what I thought. She goes, well, I blocked.
So he was in an accident, but this was before Thanksgiving. This was not This one was a scam.
Somebody was calling saying, hey, I just got in an accident.
Yeah, and they use AI voices.
Yes. And I'm sure it's very scary.
Same
it's
thing
so
happened
scary.
to her last time.
I don't even want that to happen to me. I'll be so afraid, Anyway, so they're just running rampant, still doing it. She goes, well, I blocked the number. I'm like, wise. That's what you do. That's what you do. Just block everything.
Or maybe ditch the landline.
I don't know,
you're
man.
kind of pro landline.
Okay, so we were talking about that on the limo van, actually. We were talking about it, and I was saying, yeah, my mom got scammed again. And I said it was on her landline. And it's like, I would tell her to change her number, but she's had it for like 45 years.
Who calls her on it?
Me, and I don't know.
Call her on the landline?
Sometimes, yeah. Yes.
What?
She doesn't answer her cell phone. She leaves it in her purse.
When is the last time you called your mother on a landline?
The last time I called her. It's the only way to get her and she sells an answering machine, by the way.
My mom pays $40 a month for a landline she doesn't use.
Okay, well, what I was going to say was I was telling someone, I'm like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a landline in this day and age. Honestly, I really think it's a great backup, personally. I've always wanted to keep it. I like the idea of having one in case something happens.
I think I told my mom, I go, the landline didn't cost you $40 when it was the only line you had.
No, it was like practically free.
Now it costs you money.
Well, because it's a luxury, I guess, or it's a pain. I don't know.
It's still not technically a landline, but
It's not?
No, because you're internet connected. It's just not cellular. It's a landline, but it's a cable landline, not a telephone wire landline.
Well, I mean, didn't they transition to cable a long time ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a voice over internet. But it's not cellular.
Wait, so if everything goes down, the landline won't work?
Yeah.
Well, then what's the point?
Yeah. Your phone, if your internet goes out, your phone won't work. Your landline won't work. No.
Then why have a what's the point of a landline?
This is my point.
I don't understand. So it's a house cell phone?
Well, it doesn't use cellular service. It uses a direct line.
You know what I mean?
Yes. But
it's like a phone that just never leaves the house?
My understanding is that it uses the cable connection. So if the cable goes out, your phone doesn't work.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Just telling you.
Is there anywhere in the country where they still have phone lines?
Well, I mean, I would imagine there's phone jacks in houses still, but she's not plugged into a phone jack. It goes cable into a box.
All right.
And then a jack comes out of the box. So I'm not sure it's really jack in the box. It's so I don't know what I would call it, a landline like landlines used to be.
This is all new information. I really thought it was still like the old school.
We'll Google it later just to make sure I'm right.
Do a
but
Google.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Just Google it. Are you watching the Olympics? I'm kind of watching them. I'm a little.
They're on.
I mean, okay, so the
time difference makes it kind of funky because you see the wins and stuff like that before you.
Well, with social media, you find out everything by 10 o'clock in the morning, which is kind of annoying. But the one day, I was like, you know what? I am sick of it. I am sick of missing all the things. And so I'm going to just turn it on. I'm going to turn on the TV, and I'm just going to leave it running all day.
Let the boob tube run.
I'm just going to turn it on and let it run. And it was cool. It was very cool to see all the stuff happening in real time, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's like all the stuff that honestly, all I want to see is the figure skating. And I feel like they save it for last.
I asked Greg and Glenn that too. They said they're just watching the skating.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, the skiing is really cool. The snowboarding is awesome. I love the snowboarding, actually. And those women are badass. Like, they're so good. You want
to know my favorite story of the Olympics so far?
Hold on, let me think. Is it the pregnant lady?
No.
What?
The curling cheating gate.
Yeah, okay, so I heard something about that. The French cheated or the Canadians
cheated.
What are
so this is the funny
feels like
thing,
a real big deal.
It is a big deal
because Canadians, like, that's their thing.
Yeah. So so basically, but that's not the funny part.
What's the funny part?
The funny part is they got accused of it during the match. I think it was
by Americans.
I think it was Netherlands.
And they're like, cheat.
No, they said you double touch, you cheated. And the Canadian guys, fuck off. He goes, fuck off. Just like that.
Oh my God.
There's video of it. He goes, fuck off. I didn't do that. He goes, all right, we'll watch the video. You watch the video.
Did they literally pause the game?
No. I don't know what they did because I didn't see it real time. I only saw that he said that. And then
and they said, you did.
And then there's clear video of him. There's a finger
ding,
pointing
ding.
thing where so the curling stone has a handle on the top, and that's what you use.
Did he push off with the finger after he let it go?
But after he let it go, he did a little with his index finger, and you see it right there.
You're not allowed to do that.
And I mean, he touched it before it went across the line, but it's almost like.
Are you allowed to even do that?
No, you're not. And so in my mind, I'm like, two things. One, he doubled down and said, fuck off, I didn't do that.
Oh, boy.
And two, I'm like.
At the Olympics.
I'm like, dude, there's like 97 cameras around you. There's no
4K,
way they didn't say
babe.
it was clear as day that he had done it.
They're going to see the hair on your knuckle, dude.
And I think they won still. Like, I don't know. I didn't see what kind of repercussions there were, but I also don't know how that works. I don't know if that's a replay thing or whatever. It may just be like the referee should have caught it or something like that. But anyway, yeah, that's the big the curling controversy, and for it to be Canada who fucking
invented it,
they dominate the sport normally.
Well, that's like all they do. Isn't that all they do is drink maple syrup and play curling?
Yep.
Anyway.
That and the women's hockey team is just destroying.
Oh my God.
people.
Isn't it amazing? Women are kicking ass.
Yeah,
these Olympics.
They're going to be in the final against.
And by the way,
too, which is also Canada.
Just a reminder: the women kicked ass in the Summer Olympics last summer. The Olympics. They are at least the American. I mean, my God, we were just so dominant.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's continue that, ladies. Let's keep going.
I mean, they need something because the quad god was destroyed. So
he definitely had a mental break at some point the night before.
Kid, yeah.
I thought about it. I'm like, did he just get laid and party too hard the night before. It happens. Those villages are full of sex. Yeah. And they're all like these amazing athletes.
Wait a minute. You're not going to say the guy partied hard and stayed out late and got laid, and that's why he didn't hit his quads.
I didn't say he stayed out late.
That didn't happen. There's
what?
no way that happened.
Do you read anything beyond the medal count? What goes on in the Olympic villages?
Of course.
Do you know they run out of condoms like almost immediately?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is not what happened.
You think he was in isolation?
I do.
21-year-old man.
I do. Everything was on him. I think he was, but he's just very young, and that he tried to do something that's very hard to do that nobody else can do, and he didn't do it. So.
If someone played with his pee-pee the night before, he's like, you know what? In his brain, he's probably like, worth it.
No, he's not. He's not, Lois.
What if it was some gorgeous Swedish lady?
It wasn't.
Who just rocked his world. He's like, you know what? I didn't get the gold, but you know what?
There is one.
Damn.
There actually is one pretty attractive.
Who?
She's a speed skater.
Is it the one married to that horrible douchebag?
I don't know if it's the one. Well, I don't think she's married.
They're engaged. Jake Paul's fiance, who is just a stunner.
That ruins that.
She's so beautiful. The American?
She's not American.
Oh, the Swiss?
Yeah, she's got like an orange suit or something.
Is it Swiss or Sweden?
She won. She won. The stuff she
this
did,
one.
So.
Wait, I don't know.
But it may still be her. I don't think he's dating an American.
First of all, I have never once seen an unattractive woman from Sweden or Switzerland
Fair.
in my life.
Sorry.
In my life, they are absolutely gorgeous.
Well, what's funny is that because I'm not a hot blonde guy. Like I don't.
Right.
That's not my thing, right?
No, you like them short and fat. It's fine.
Oh, shut up. I need something to throw at you. No, so
I'm kidding.
But what made the speed skating thing, I had never seen this woman before, right?
You don't like athletes, you like athlete supporters.
Yes. So speed skaters wear tight suits. They're like wetsuits on their head, and you see nothing. You just see their face. And even then, they usually have glasses on.
Yes,
they're trying to be as aerodynamic as possible, right? So she crosses the line and takes this thing off. I was like, God damn.
Whips her gorgeous blonde hair out. I know. And she's like 6 feet tall.
Right. I was like, so gorgeous. I was like, when did models start speed skating?
You mean the average? It's like that Family Guy episode where they go to the Quahog where everyone's just hot.
Yeah.
And Meg is like, they're like, Meg is a 7 here. And she's this stunning creature. And she goes, if you saw Lois, your dick would explode. Like, that's Sweden. That's Switzerland. That's the Nordic women. They're just so beautiful. Anyway, all right. So before we go, there's those dumb games where they ask these really like profound questions, like ask your lover these questions too.
I don't know that, but
okay,
you do. Well, you find them all the time.
I do, and now they always pop up like you should buy this. Like there was one that said, I should have asked this to my child when they were young. If you could shrink to the size of an ant, what's the first adventure you would go on? And all I could think of was I would be terrified. I wouldn't do anything as an ant. I would wait for a spider to come and find me. I'd be so afraid. That me too. And you know what? That shows our age because I'm like, first of all, I've seen what's ant size, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
Even the dirt is scary. Yeah. So no, I don't want to be an ant. I have no interest in being an ant whatsoever. Maybe the Barbie size. I could do a Barbie size, but I don't think I would even want to do that. No. That's pretty scary because now regular looking spiders are tarantulas. I know. It's basically to me.
Who's in that? Who shrinks? It's an actress we know.
Yeah. I can't think of her name right now, but I know who it is. Anyway, it's basically a reboot of An Incredible Shrinking Woman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if anybody saw that movie besides me.
Lily Tomlin, right?
Lily Tomlin and Charles Grodin. It's like early, like 1980. Like I was
might be set late 70s.
I was a child, like a little kid when I watched it, and I was like, "This is amazing." And this is how crazy it was. She was still trying to be the mom to her children, even though she was small, and she was like the size of a Skipper doll. She was very little. She fell down the drain after breakfast. So she's in the garbage disposal drain with toast. And their maid, Concepcion, kept putting eggs and toast in the drain.
Tell
and
me
she's
her name
trying
was
to
not
fight.
Concepcion.
It was.
Is that why our Roomba is named Concepcion?
Yes.
I did not.
And she's all Concepcion, and then she dumps orange juice on her, and she's like, no, and then she's like, help. And by the way,
she shrunk though.
She's constantly shrinking because of all the toxic liquids that she had ingested. So she's always shrinking, and then
it's getting smaller and smaller
all the time, and she starts shrinking faster, and so she's actively shrinking in this drain, and finally, she somehow climbs out by using toast and climbs out, and then Concepcion hits the disposal.
Oh,
and because she's shrinking, she left her Barbie shoe behind, but she climbed out of the sink and like cleaned herself up and went to her dollhouse. But Concepcion thought she killed her.
Oh, right, because the shoe was in there.
I love that movie.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
God,
too funny.
So insane. And Concepcion, when she finds out that the wife is slowly shrinking, she starts dressing sexy and trying to seduce her husband. It doesn't work though. Just so you know, there was actually loyalty.
So I can expect some lace on the Roomba anytime now.
Oh, I don't like Concepcion very much.
I know.
Okay, but I do have one thing that
You're gonna ask me one of these questions.
I'm gonna ask you just one question, and then we'll wrap it up.
Don't do the ant one though.
I already did it. And we discussed it. What is something that you're so relieved that neither of us has any interest in?
So relieved that neither of us has any interest
in. Neither one of us has. Yeah, we're totally disinterested in something together. Like we both are like, no, immediately no.
Basketball.
Yeah,
but that's kind of random.
I am disinterested. You're correct. Although I do watch March Madness. So
yeah, but generally speaking, we're not. I would say. Oh.
What?
I don't know if this is right though.
What?
I was gonna say antiquing. I feel like you don't hate it.
We
just
both
don't do it.
Incredibly disinterested in garage sales, and I am very glad about that.
That's what I mean. Like that kind of stuff, going through other people's old stuff.
And unless you're not telling me, we are also fairly disinterested in religion.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
And so to me, I wake up every Sunday so pleased because it's not about the church; it's about the early.
I mean, we did just celebrate
the pagan holiday of love.
P-hole.
Yes.
Pagan holiday of love.
Mm-hmm. And it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we had, it was crazy for the winery part, but we got home and had a nice dinner.
We did. It was great. All right. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. And I will continue on working on making arrangements for Stephanie to come and do a visit. I know you all want to hear what she's been up to, and she's still equally as hilarious.
They just want her take on stuff and not mine.
No, it's just a different. It's just a different dynamic.
I get it.
I very much enjoy doing the show with you, but it's also nice.
I enjoy too
to have my sister do this. So if I can get her,
you should have taken a recorder and just recorded the whole conversation live and told me what to cut out.
I suppose, but she's so much more conservative. Like just not politically, but But like we were talking about menopause and perimenopause.
Okay.
And we were talking about...
So women do talk about these things when they're by themselves.
Oh, definitely. Yes. But I was telling her I met our new gynecologist because we go to the same office.
One and the one you had that she
retired. Yes, she retired. So I picked it and she goes, well, I'm going to go to her. So tell me how she is. I'm like, no problem. So I had my visit and it went great. And she was fantastic. Right. I've never had a woman gynecologist before. So I was nervous because I've heard things. And she was anything but. She was amazing. And I said, Stephanie, I literally didn't feel her doing the pap smear. That's how good she is. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, I know. It's incredible. So anyway, we were talking about that. And I said, we talked about like, there's this hormone cream you can buy for your vagina and it helps with stuff. And most women get it because sexually things get really rough down there. And so it helps with that. And so we were talking about it. She goes,
feels like the perfect topic for when she's back.
Yes, but I mean, but you do it to me, so I thought you should want to know.
I want to know.
So anyway.
You said do it.
So I said, well, things atrophy down there. And Stephanie's like, I'm I'm speechless. I'm like, well, it doesn't happen to everybody, but it does happen. And so I asked the doctor about it. She goes, look, I was just down there. You don't need it. I'm like, okay, sick. She goes, first of all, you're way too young. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. No one's told me anything. I'm literally hunting and pecking facts as I go. So I have no idea. So I was telling her all this. I said, but you know what, Stephanie, Jane Fonda said? She goes, I love Jane Fonda. I go, I do too. She said, you have to use it or lose it.
Use it or lose it.
When it comes to sex. And she's like, I see. And I said, so you have to buy a dildo. She goes, Jamie Lynn, we're in a restaurant. I'm like, you don't have to buy one if you don't want to. I'm just saying. And she goes, I'm like, we should all have one. And she's like, all right.
This conversation is circled.
Yeah, meeting adjourned. Immediately. Anyway, all right. With that being said, hopefully I'll get her on here.
Yeah, she will.
And ladies, you heard what I said. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.